It's now about 18 minutes after the hour of 6 o'clock on this Friday morning. I am Kimberly D'Souza and you're on the Now Morning Show. Now we're going to be talking about the Grow It Yourself Challenge. Of course, this is under the Best Village program, which is under the Ministry of Sport and Community Development. So in studio with me, I have Mrs. Loris Martin Leasing, who is the manager of the Best Village program. Ms. Leasing, good morning. Thank you so much for joining us on Now.
Good morning, Kimberly. Thanks so much for having me.
Well, I mean, what is the Grow It Yourself Challenge for anybody who is listening and they may want to get more information?
Well, I'm so glad you asked. The Grow It Yourself Challenge is quite simply a challenge to every district of Trinidad and Tobago, every village, every individual who thinks, you know what, I can grow stuff. My thumb is green, right? Or maybe yellow, I don't know, right? But I can grow something, and we are inviting you to come and compete and grow your own little cash crop garden. And we're growing things that we can eat, you know, lettuce, spinach, things like that, bodhi, you know, not too exciting, but in the context of, you know, if this is a movement that we spread throughout the country and everyone starts growing a little bit, you know, it could be quite revolutionary. So these are some of the things we're hoping for with the Grow It Yourself program.
Nice. Now, can I choose what I want to grow, or is there like a selected list of items I can choose from?
Well, you can visit the ministry's website, Sport and Community Development, and you can check out the Grow It Yourself Challenge page, and you can see a full list of all the items that you can grow, all the crops that you can grow. It's quite a long list, but there's so many things on there that you'll find familiar. Coraili, right, yeah. And we also have like an aquaponics and hydroponics category. You know, you have to be very careful about the size of your garden, and the way it works. You know, we're still in a hybrid system, so you send in videos of your garden as it's growing. You know, show us how do your garden grow as you go along, yes. And then at the end, the judges decide, you know, which one is the best or who did the best. Because we are best village, we are competition, so you have to be the best,
of course.
You know, but there's lots of categories, so there's lots of opportunities, and we have junior categories as well.
Well, let's dive into the categories. So I know you mentioned the aquaponics. What other categories are there?
Well, there's family. So there's actually, you know, where we're encouraging families to actively work together and create their own garden. Oh. So there's a family category. There's an individual category, of course, you know, if you're just there by yourself and you're growing your garden. We also have the junior category for the kids. And as I mentioned, we have the hydroponics and the aquaponics category as well. So those are the main ones. The registration started on Tuesday, the 5th, and runs until the 23rd, no, until the 18th of April. So go ahead and, you know, check out the website, get yourself registered, and come on board. You grow anything?
I don't think I have a green thumb or a yellow thumb, but I will be looking at the video submissions to see, because I actually wanted to know, will there be like professional farmers helping you along the journey, or is it that you have to go on YouTube and find these things for yourself?
Well, we have created some content to help people, right, and to support their journey. So we have a very detailed rules that tells you, you know, the size that your garden must be and all those different things. But we can't help people because it would be unfair, you know, unless we can help like everybody across the whole country individually. No, but we do have some tips and tricks and things like that. And of course, we're partnered with the Ministry of Agriculture, and they have a lot of content online as well.
Nice. Now, who is it open to? Because I'm wondering, is it just open to somebody who's at home and who wants to have something in their garden, or can professional farmers apply to this as well? Who is it open to?
Well, it's not open to professional or registered farmers, but it's open to everyone else. As I said, individuals, families. You know, over at Best Village, we have a lot going on this year. Grow It Yourself is just one of our programs that's just getting started. Registration is opening Monday for the folk presentation, as well as the Miss Laren Rivet, you know, which is always very exciting. You know, I'm very excited to be on board this year because we're back to in-person things.
Of course.
So it's going to be very exciting, you know. Lauren Rive is coming up and folk presentation. We actually have a best script writing competition that's open this week as well. So, I mean, just I just wanted to come on here and let people know that they can go to the website and find out about all these things that we have, you know, and come and show us that, you know, you're the best.
Now, what are some of the prizes for these the competition, I would say?
Well, the prizes are cash money. Right?
Keyword,
money, dollar bills, Kimberly. Right? We recognize, of course, you know, that prize money is a great incentive for people to participate, and because we have so many categories with so many different quantities of prizes, but it's hundreds of thousands of dollars to be won, basically.
Okay.
So.
And then who are the panel of judges? And I mean, how will this be judged? How will I know if mine is the best out of everyone else?
Well, one of the things we've tried to do this year, because this is the second year of the program, is to be really clear about the adjudication. And that's in the rules. So you can really go there and look at it. And it's a very well-designed, with the assistance and support of the Ministry of Agriculture. It's a well-designed rubric. And I think anyone can take a look at it and see where they'll be judged, you know. And at the end of the day, everyone will be able to see who won. So if you have an issue, here's a tissue, right? But no. It's pretty fair and well-designed.
Right.
So I think people will be pleased with the outcome. And at the end of the day, the worst possible thing that could happen is that you grow something.
Wow.
You know,
yes.
I mean, that's the worst outcome, you know.
Yeah.
You end up, or not, maybe, if you lose, like a spruce, right? But at the end of the day, you know, hopefully you'll come out with a little body at least.
Something.
You know, some spinach, a little Karaili, you know, all things on the list.
Now, in terms of the, is there a voting component of it? Like, if it is, see somebody's crops and I want to vote on it, can I vote on it, and will that go towards them winning something?
Well, there is we always have a people's choice option.
Yes.
Because, you know, we love to give our likes and our subscribes and all of this. So we do have a people's choice option where you can choose and say who you think had the best garden, in your opinion.
Of course.
Yes.
And in terms of the categories, because I believe we're seeing some on the screen, I know you mentioned there was the aquaponics. Can you just go through the others again? The aquaponics, the hydroponics.
It's, aquaponics, hydroponics. Those are more specialized categories.
Of course, yes.
The more general ones are the family,
right,
where we encourage families to grow together, literally and figuratively. We think we're very clever there. As well as the individual category, as well as the junior category, which we're very excited about.
Of course.
Because we really want to see young people get into, you know, connecting to soil, connecting to plants, connecting to the earth, you know, where we can get very disconnected.
Nice. Now, I saw that there's a best influencer category. What is that all about?
Ooh, well, the best influencer category is really a way of, again, sort of roping in youth. And showing them that, you know, it can be, I reveal my age here when I say these things, it can be cool. I don't know if they still use that word.
They don't.
I'm sure they don't.
Some of our viewers understand, don't worry.
There you go. So we're looking for young people who wish to participate in the competition and who have a lot of followers. So, you know, young people who have already attracted a powerful following of other young people. Right. And if they are interested in growing things, maybe they could spread that interest. So once people come on board and want to compete in that category of the influencer category, then they can show us what they got. You know, show us how many views you get, how many followers you have, and how you can help us to spread this message.
Of course.
You know, and whoever does the best Dollar bills. That's what influencers are about, right?
No, there's also, I think, a decorative kitchen category. Tell me a little bit about that one.
Yeah, well, the decorative kitchen category.
Kitchen garden, in fact.
Sorry,
yes,
kitchen garden category. Again, it looks at, yes, we're growing food,
yes,
but what is your aesthetic? You know, how are you making it look beautiful? And that might be through decor, through arrangement, in terms of where you put your plants. Maybe you have like a real nice layout for it. And again, in terms of a kitchen garden, where do you mix aesthetic and utility?
Yes.
You know, because of course, you know, you want to have things in your kitchen garden that you can eat. So it's all of these things sort of mixed up and integrated. You know, we're looking at all these different aspects of growing, the utility as well as the look.
Right, of course.
You know, and of course, big prizes to be won.
Yeah. Now you said it started last year, and of course you have it back again this year. So there's obviously an overall goal or something that you're trying to achieve. What do you want to achieve with this project particularly?
Well, I think you know, Best Village has a long and storied history. We have been around for quite a while, and 2023 is going to be our 60th anniversary. 60 years of Best Village. So we're very excited about next year. And one of the programs that has been around since inception is something that they call the Clean and Beautify. And that was always about how can we have our surroundings, our villages, our communities, how can we have it looking in a kind of way to make us feel pride, to make us feel at home, to make us feel that sense of community, that sense of care. Because when your community looks good, you feel like, okay, these people, we care. You know, when you see the guy cleaning out his drain in the morning, so and so. And then we have now a situation where we have high food prices, we have global inflation, we have slow, painful recovery from a pandemic. And I think the Grow It Yourself program is a beacon of hope. You know, it's a way to see ourselves not just as consumers, but as producers. It's a way of using our natural resources. We have good weather all year round. These are crops that you can grow all year round.
Yes, yeah.
So, you know, it's about kind of trying to trigger the superpowers of our villages,
Nice.
you know, and to empower people in a way that they can manage and control.
Of course.
And, of course, fabulous prizes.
Now, as you mentioned the fabulous prizes, how are people going to collect these fabulous prizes? Is it that we're going to have a grand prize-giving ceremony at the end of it?
Well, what we do at Best Village is we have a big grand award ceremony at the end of our season, which runs from, let's say, January to September, generally speaking. Of course, with, you know, force majeure and all sorts of things can cause delays and changes and so. So at the end, after we've had the folk presentations, the best script writing, the Laren Rivet, all of these activities, we have a grand prize given at the end. So the GIY winners will be part of all the winners. So they get to come to the big function, they get in their tracks, they get in their trophies along with the other winners because we consider them on the same level. You know, it's a way of creating equity amongst our programs. And, you know, it's a fun event. And, you know, you get to meet everyone. Because, as I said, you know, GIY is a hybrid program. We judge it online. Submissions are sent in online. We don't go to people's homes in person. Right. Perhaps we might do that next year when things are open back fully. But for right now, we remain a sort of an online administration of it.
Nice. Now, Ms. Lee, saying one more thing. If anybody wants to get more information about the Grow It Yourself Challenge, where can they go to?
I think the best place is to go to the ministry's website or our social media, you know, the usual Facebook, YouTube, the ministry's website.
This is Ministry of Sport and Community Development.
Ministry of Sport and Community Development.
Right.
Just go straight to the website, or you can even Google GIY Challenge, and you will get to the information. It's there. It's waiting for you.
Nice. Mrs. Lee Singh, thank you so much for coming and, talking about the Grow It Yourself Challenge. I know we also live on Talk City 91.1, so I hope they're listening, and I hope people really take advantage of this. So thank you so much for coming, and we'll see how it goes.
Well, thanks so much for having me, and I hope we can turn your thumb green.
Or
Think
yellow,
about
like
it.
my pants. We'll see how it goes.
You still have time to register.
And that was Ms. Lee Singh, the manager of the Best Village program, just telling us about the Grow It Yourself Challenge. But we're going to take a break, and we'll be right back. Stay with us.